And we are rolling on September 8th at UCLA in Los Angeles, California, where it's a beautiful sunny day. The movie crew is outside our window. Movie stars are flitting about, making a wonderful movie. Are you all jealous? Yes, okay. And we're about to be persuaded by Bowling, who manages attention, communicating respect, finding friendly eyes near the front and the center, say your name, feel the love, stir sweet.
Hi everyone, my name is Bowling.
Hi, Bowling.
All of us have a dream. Our dream might be seen really far away right now, but we should not give up and believe in ourselves. So today I want to persuade you to set a daily goal for yourself each day. The reason that this will be important to you is because a quote by Tony Gaston. He states that if you don't build your dreams, someone will hire you to build theirs. So the first reason that I want to share with you of why you should set a small goal for yourself each day is because it will get your day going productively. We're all young people, and we always have the mindset that we have a long time to do the things that we want to do, but in reality, if we don't initiate the action, we'll never get things done. So recalling in my first year of college, I squandered a lot of time. I wasted so much time on social media, hanging out with friends, watching dramas. My grades suffered. And all I could recall from that year was just endless nights of, not endless nights, but those horrible nights of all-nighters that I pulled before finals, before midterms. But when I made this change, I found a balance between my academic and social life, and I don't feel guilty anymore when I'm doing non-academic related things. And the second reason that I want you all to set a small goal for yourself each day is because it will make you feel accomplished. My long-term goal is to be a pharmacist, and this dream seems so far yet so close. I didn't realize what I want to do until the beginning of my third year in, when I joined the pharmacy organization on campus. Right now I'll be going to be a senior. So I feel like I am in the, like I'm behind compared to all my peers who already want to be pharmacists in their first year or second years. But this shameful feeling didn't make me give up. So I started looking for jobs in that field to gain experience. I maintained a good grade by reviewing lectures every day to prevent myself procrastinating. And I'm very proud of myself today because I found a job as a pharmacy technician, and I will be graduating a quarter early. So I don't think I would have made this far without setting a goal for myself each day. And third, I want to propose to you 3 actions that you can do to make this change. First is set a attainable goal for yourself. Not a long-term goal, but an attainable goal that you can get things going, that you can finish at the end of the day. Second, physically write it down on a piece of paper to remind yourself throughout the day to keep yourself in track. And third is evaluate and reflect what you have done at the end of the day. And fourth, when you perform these actions, you will feel accomplished. You will feel that you're actually working on your dreams, but not dreaming about your dreams. So at the end, this is like a really rewarding kind of feeling because you can get to look back at what you've accomplished. And in conclusion, I have told you about 2 reasons why you should set a goal for yourself each day, and actions and benefits that you will get if you follow my proposal. There should be no doubt in this room that you should set a goal for yourself each day, and start small and dream big. It's never too late to chase your dreams. Hopefully that one day your dream, my dreams are not just dreams, but achievement in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you. 3:58. Thank you for waiting respectfully outside. Let's start over here. What did you like?
Hi everybody, my name is Dorota.
Hi, Dorota.
I like that you spoke extemporaneously and it flowed very nicely. And you walked meaningfully.
Okay, improvement.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Maybe, I feel like you talked a lot about your stories and it wasn't as persuasive in a sense, but it was really good.
Okay. I think I know what you mean. There wasn't a lot of evidence or other empirics in it. It was just her stories. Yeah. Okay, Boeing. Let's talk about your speech. You started with, all of us have dreams. Each of our dreams might sound unreachable at the moment, but you should never give up. Believe in your dreams. And you tied back to that at the end, so I'm convinced you understand the concept of the tie back. So that was good. I was intrigued that you said set small goals, and I was thinking to myself, I was wondering how big goals or other goals fit into small goals, but that's time for another discussion or another topic. On your significance statement, you quoted Tony Gaskin, and I would like to know who that was, and is a writer, an author, your father, somebody, but give him or her credibility. We call it argument from authority, so give this authority some authority. Yeah. On your first reason, your support was your own personal experience, which is fine for one of your areas of support. You talked about wasting your time on video games and all those things that you can do, and then having to pull all-nighters, so that was good. Then your second reason was you talked about wanting to go to pharmacy school, and then you got a job as a technician because you set your goal as wanting to, you can come in, I was wanting to be a technician. You can let her in. You set your goal. And I think this is what she was talking about. It would have been nice to have had more than just your own personal experience to persuade us that goal setting can lead to more achievement rather than just your own situation. Your actions were fine. Benefits were okay. And your summary and conclusion and tieback were good. You said, better control of my time, be more natural, and walk around the room. How'd it go?
I think I'm much more relaxed this time.
I think you are too. My only last suggestion to you is watch your eye contact. Make sure you sustain it everywhere. When you're over on this side, look over there and bring them back in, and make it for 3 to 5 seconds. Thank you very much. Okay, that will bring us to Daniel. Daniel, my brother. Thank you. No Daniel?
I think he's outside.
Oh, good. Bring him in. Does someone have my stapler?
Holy Daniel!
It's your time. Daniel, my brother. I'll give you a chance to catch your breath. I just called on you to recite your persuasive speech. You can sit down and I'll call somebody else and then come back to you. Okay, next. Next will be, did everyone see the sheet with all the scores on it? Next will be Jane. She flew to China?
She's done with her.
She's finished.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. Okay. Okay. Lin Zhu. Hi, Lin Zhu. You need a stapler there, huh? Okay. Take a step back. Half step back, please. Another half step back. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Lynn stands before you, managing attention, communicating respect, finding friendly eyes near the front and center. Say your name. Feel the love. Start.
Hi everybody, I'm Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Last weekend I traveled to Las Vegas. It's an amazing city. Nights are more lovely than days there. And the most famous things in Las Vegas, without any questions, is the gambling house. And today I want to persuade you to not gamble. I'll tell you 2 reasons and some concrete actions and benefits you will get if you adopt my proposal. I know all of you here never imagined that you will be a gambler, but people who dissipate all his fortune on the gaming table, go bankruptcy and break down his family. They also never imagined that before. So I'm here for you. It may be 5 years or 10 years. When you're lured to gamble, I hope you will record this speech, then stop. The first reason that I want you not to gamble is family. Now, close your eyes and imagine what I'm saying. Okay, close your eyes. You are now 35. You have 2 babies. One is 7 years old, the other is 4. You love them. They both are lovely, and they regard you as a hero. And today is Christmas Eve. You're having dinner happily. Your baby kisses you sweetly, and the food on their lips stick to your face. Then suddenly a crowd of people rush into your house. Since you owe a great many debt because of gambling and you can't pay, they find your house. They take everything in your house to sell for money. Your babies cried and they buried their heads in your lap, asking you, who are these people? You don't know how to answer. You were a hero in their mind. All right, now open your eyes. How do you feel? It's not only a fantasy. It happens every day in the world, and every person who indulges himself in gambling may suffer it. So never gamble. The second reason that I want you not to gamble is that once you start to gamble, it's difficult to give up. A study from journal Social Science found that many people start to gamble with thoughts like small wager is okay, or just one time for fun. But finally, they are addicted to gamble. Just one time or small wager, kidding. People who lose money want to win back, and people who win money want to win more. One time, lifetime, small wager, or assets. Third, I want to give you some actions that you might take. First, stay away from friends who are gamblers and ask you to gamble with them. Say no unhesitantly. Second, cultivate your own habits, own hobbies and interests, so there's no need to gamble for fun. And third, work hard and make money, so you don't have to dream about winning a lot of money through gambling. And when you perform these, I can guarantee your happy life. But no gambling must be the precondition of a happy life. In summary, I have shown you 2 reasons and some concrete actions and benefits you will get if you follow my actions. There should be no doubt in this room that you should not gamble.
Tied back to my trip to Las Vegas. Out of curiosity, I stepped into the gambling place where I lived in the hotel. I saw innumerable people. Some sat at the table blankly, some angrily, very few happily, and I saw a long queue for withdrawing money. I wondered what exactly they were withdrawing. Maybe the tickets for family broken or scattered. Thank you.
415. Over here, I guess. Okay, we're going across the front. Yeah, right here. What'd you like?
Hello, my name is Randy.
Hi, Randy.
So I really liked how you some of the description was very vivid, and I liked how you made the audience a part of your speech by making us close your eyes and all that stuff. So yeah, I really liked that part.
Thank you, Randy. Improvement?
Hi, I'm Armand.
Hi, Armand.
I think an improvement could be. I really liked your speech. It's really interactive. But I think the way you could improve is maybe indicate where you are in your speech, like this first piece and the second reason, because I kind of lost.
Okay. Len, you started off in a humorous way by saying, undo your hands, let them be by your side. Don't pinch yourself in reassurances. Be relaxed up there. You started off in a humorous way saying you went to Vegas and yet you don't want people to gamble, and that was pretty funny. I liked your intro thesis. Your sixth statement was okay. What the speech lacked was some research and evidence of just how big and widespread the problem is, either in China or in America or anywhere in the world. How many people go bankrupt? How many people lose their rent, their money, their homes, their everything? See, that would have been persuasive. That would have been an argument from authority, and those statistics would have really been persuasive, see? Okay? You chose to do a close your eyes, which is okay. You know, you created kind of a vision of people losing everything, and that was okay. You did quote evidence from the social science journal that it's hard for people to just have a small bet and stop. They get hooked up. And your concrete actions were excellent, and you had benefits, and your summary was good, your conclusion was good, and your tieback was good. You said, be relaxed, less nervous, and speak slowly. How'd it go?
I think it's good, but I'm not so familiar with my paper, the speech, so I'm not so influent.
Okay, and one last thing, I suggest that you start slower in your speeches and then pick it up, because you're a little hard to understand in the beginning, and then when we get used to just how you pronounce words, then we can follow you better. But practice starting a little slower so we get what you're doing. Thank you very much. Okay, that will bring it. Oh, Will, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, go. All right.
Oh.
Do you have your study buddy speech?
Do you mind if I email it to you? I did not. I wasn't aware.
Do I mind? Yes, but I guess I'll have to accept it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Half step back, please. Back. One step forward. Good. Will stands before you, managing attention. communicating respect. Smiling in front of the eyes, near the front and center. Say your name. Take your hands out of your pocket. Say your name. Feel love. Start your speech.
Hi, I'm Will.
Hi, Will.
So there's a Chinese proverb, and it goes, "There's only one pretty child in the world, and every mother has it." So today, I want to persuade you guys to be as close as possible with your mothers. I'll give you guys 2 reasons and 3 actions you guys can take to achieve this goal. And the reason why I want to share this with you guys today is because I've been thinking lately about my own relationship with my mother, and every time I think about it, I always end up concluding that I'm an absolutely terrible son. But I am getting better, and one of the things I realized is our mothers deserve so much more than we could ever give them. No matter how much we give them, it's never going to be enough. And I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys today. So the first reason why you should spend more time with your mother is because when we were kids, we naturally tended to zone our mothers out. So I want you guys to imagine or think back to when you guys were in high school or when you guys just became a teenager. We'd be embarrassed to even be near our mothers like in front of our friends. If she ever talked to us, we'd be embarrassed. And why do we think that? Why do we do that? It's because our mothers show us unconditional love, and we know that she'll show us all the love in the world, even if we don't show any back. So we end up taking that love for granted. So imagine if you were in her shoes. Imagine if you had a significant other and you showed that person all the love in the world, but that person didn't reciprocate at all. You'd feel really bad, right? So it's not too late to give back to her. And once you realize this, once you realize that, maybe you weren't the best child as an adolescent, then that's the first step to being able to repay her back. So the second reason why you should show your mother more love is because now, at this stage, everyone is more grown up. All of us are more independent now, both financially and emotionally. So this means 2 things. Number 1, it means that we're actually able to realize exactly how much our mothers have given us. And number 2, it means that we're able to financially and emotionally repay our mothers, at least in some extent. I know most of us are broke, but buying your mom a gift can go a long way. Personally, I feel really, really happy and fortunate that I'm able to realize this, because I know some people, they grow old never realizing how much they owe their mothers. So I'm glad that that's the case. So I'm going to give you guys 3 ways to achieve this. The first thing is to buy your mom a gift every now and then. It was my mom's birthday recently, and it's my first time ever buying her a gift. And I bought her flowers and a stuffed animal dog, even though she hates dogs, but it's like a step. It's the first step, right? Those things are personal. It's just a really great way to be able to bond with your mother. It shows appreciation for her too. It shows that she's always in your mind. She's always in the back of your mind. So the second thing is you have to show her real love. By real love, I mean share inside jokes with her. Be personal with her, hug her, be there for her. Have a handshake with her. Don't have a handshake with her, but just be there for her. Simple conversations, that's not enough. It's not enough to show that you love her. You want to be as close to her, or rather closer to her than you are to anyone else. The third thing that you should do is, during arguments, always let her win. Even if you're 1,000% sure that you're right, let her win. Just don't tell her that she's wrong, but let her win. She's shown you so much love, and you should be repaying that tenfold, not 0-fold. So in summary, I've shown you guys 2 reasons and 3 actions why you should show more love to your mom. There should be not a morsel of doubt in this room that you should show more love to your mother. So all our mothers think that we're beautiful, and they've poured their lives, their blood, their sweat, their tears into us. And now we have the power to decide how much we have to pour back. So I urge you guys all to make the right decision. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, where are we? Here.
Hi, I'm Marae.
Hi, Murray.
I loved your passion in this speech, bro. Like, I can totally tell that you and your mom are probably having a much better relationship. And, like, you made us feel, because it's something we can all connect to. Even if it's not our mother, our parents, our guardians, the people who helped raise us, we should really appreciate them more. Thanks.
Thank you, Murray.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily.
So I think that you've actually like done. This is like your best speech yet. Like you don't sway anymore. Your facial expressions are very like indicative. Like you're like how do you feel? Like you know like all of these things. Like I really liked your speech. So I don't really think there's any like improvement that I can say. Oh
Yeah, you were perfect. Well, good Chinese proverb to start with. You ended with your mother thinks you're beautiful, and I guess that was your tie back to the Chinese proverb. Be a little more less subtle and say, so remember that Chinese proverb, and be that unsubtle and say, the mother, and then say it, and then do it that way. Thesis fine, sig statement good. First reason was heartfelt. I think another piece of the adolescent puzzle is the natural desire to create an independent self, that is a natural thing, but I know everyone hide from their parents and are mean to their parents during adolescence. It's a rather sad thing, so everyone could relate to that. That was good. Your second reason was good. Again, I wish you had some expert testimony or some research or something that would have worked in this kind of situation. Your actions were excellent. I love the gift. I love this was a very authentic and real speech that really came through, and it was nice. Went on a little bit too long on your going into the details of your actions. Summary, conclusion, and tieback were good. You said don't fidget, don't say like or and be on time. How'd it go?
I think I swayed a lot less because I was trying really hard not to sway. And I think I said like a few times,
Okay.
but I don't know. I don't know how many times I said it.
Well, you can count them tonight on YouTube. Yeah, good job, great improvement. Thank you. Okay, shall we circle back to Daniel, my brother? Thank you for waiting respectfully at the door. Oh, can you time my Apple battery just went into crisis mode. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then tell me the time at the end that they use. Okay, but give them time signals. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that means, and they get 4:15, right? Yeah. Okay. Daniel stands before you, managing attention, communicating respect, finding friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name. Feel the love. Start your speech.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
According to National Institute of Dental and Craniofacial Research in 1999 to 2004, 42% of children aged 2 to 11 have had dental caries in their primary teeth, and that number is 92% of adults aged 20 to 64. I was lucky that I only have tooth decay in my primary teeth, which means a hole in the teeth, and they were extracted. I no longer felt the pain. But consuming large amount of sugar do have other detrimental effects. So today, I'm going to persuade you to eat less sugar. I'm going to give you 2 reasons why you should eat less sugar, and some actions and benefits follow if you take my proposal. not only do sugar contain larger amounts of calories, but they also can be converted to fat if you are a sedentary person, which means you exercise less. And the first reason I'm going to persuade you to eat less sugar is that it made me think of my dad. My dad was diagnosed as type 2 diabetes. He liked sugars, cookies, and sodas a lot. When I went to middle school, my mother had to take care of him because of his bad health conditions due to diabetes. So my family gave up the plan to move to another place to let me have a nicer middle school. Because my father's work was stuck in my hometown, and my mother was up to her eyes, she couldn't run between two places. I felt really sorry for my dad, and I later learned that type 2 diabetes can be passed down to me. So from that moment on, I decided to change my lifestyle and improve my life quality as well as my dad's. I think I should become a doctor when I grow up to treat his teeth and diabetes. And here I am. After the first reason I've given you, you may think that if you exercise more, you are not a sedentary person, the sugars be used and diabetes be avoided. Then what about this? Tooth decay. One of my friends, a nice-looking girl, she had the long-term tooth problems like tooth decay. She was a regular customer of the hospital. Sometimes she had her tooth filled with the materials that may not suit the original color of the tooth, maybe silver. And sometimes white materials can go dark in a few years. It's really time-consuming, money-consuming, and painful. I feel if we have excellent white tooth, it will make us look more confident. Our appearance more charming and more competitive in the job market. Third, I'm going to share with you some actions. First, try whole wheat if you like toast. There's more fiber in it. Second, eat more times a day in small portions. You will feel full all the time, and it will cut down fat deposits in your body. Third, cut down sugar, cut down juice and soda intake. In summary, I have given you 2 reasons why you should eat less sugar, and some actions and benefits followed. There should be no doubt in this room that you should eat less sugar. You will have a more joyful life and make a difference to your family. And to type back. To tell you the truth, I almost quit eat candies because of my childhood bad tooth problems and my dad's conditions. Now I have a nicer teeth, and I think an excellent life begins with your teeth, because every time you are smiling, your teeth are showing. Thank you.
Thank you. What was the time? 4:51, all right? Somewhere over there.
I'm Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Now I feel bad. I really like your speech.
She brought these cookies for everyone. She's the evil one.
So, I really like your speech. Your topic was really unique, and I like that you incorporated the story of your dad as well. So, good speech.
Okay, improvement?
Hi, I'm Will.
I will.
I think I gave you improvement last time too, but I think you should be more fluider still. By fluid, I mean like, I don't know, have more emotion, I guess, when you talk. But everything else I liked about your speech. Just with a bit more emotion, you'll hit the audience.
Okay. You had quite a bit of research that you cited here in your written paper that you didn't necessarily give in your oral presentation, but I appreciate you doing the research. So that was good. You told us that 42% of children have cavities, and that was a good dramatic statistic to start out with. You had a good significance statement. Your first reason about your father was very compelling, personal story, and we believe that was what motivated you. You had a quote from the LA Times that you didn't say that would have helped your credibility. We call that argument from authority, to give us some authority. But you did tell us, again, another personal story of your friend that was in the hospital all the time with bad teeth and that sort of thing, so that was okay. The actions were okay. I would like you to have stressed the benefit, and I'd like you to be more on the narrative. So, let me see that. Actions you can take. Let me give you some benefits that will come to you with your voice. So we're with you. The audience stays with you, see? Summary, conclusion, and tieback were all fine. Your knives. When you walk, make it smoother. Make your voice louder and change the tune according to the speech. Have resonance with the audience. How'd it go?
I'm not so sure of the first point, but I think for the third point, maybe I should, like he said, convey more emotion in my speech.
How will you do that?
Facial expressions, I'm not sure.
Have emotions. Do the felt sensing we learned in the film speech. Feel things about your topic. Feel angry. Feel worried and sad that your dad has diabetes and things like that. Remember those feelings and express them as you're giving your speech. Okay? Thank you. You're going to half step forward, please. There you go. Murray stands for you managing attention, communicating respect, non-verbally, saying to yourself, I respect my audience, it really means it. Finding friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name, feel the love, start your speech.
Hi, I'm Murray.
Hi, Murray.
In the time it has taken me to say my name, feel the love, and be given this sentence, 4 people will have needed blood. That was what, 8 seconds? It's true, every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. And that statistic comes from the American Red Cross Association. Today, I want to persuade you to, if you are eligible, donate blood. I will give you 2 reasons you should do so, 3 concrete actions you can take, and the benefits that will come if you take these actions. About 4 in 10 people are actually eligible to donate, but less than 1 in 10 actually do donate. Our nation is in the largest blood shortage the American Red Cross has ever seen. And ABC News even reported that elective surgeries that people need to have are being canceled in major metropolitan areas, including Atlanta, Philadelphia, and right here in Los Angeles. The first reason I want to persuade you to donate blood is because you never know who might need it. This Monday, at the Labor Day family barbecue my family had, my cousin was talking about how when he was younger, he had needed a massive blood transfusion in an emergency surgery that saved his life. I feel very thankful about this because without the kindness of those 3 strangers, my cousin wouldn't be here with us today. The second reason I want to persuade you to donate blood is because being afraid of needles isn't an excuse.
I feel very adamant about this because I am terrified of needles. When I was little, my dad was taking me to my first doctor's appointment in which I had to get an IV. I was nervous already, and my dad decided it would be a good idea to tell me exactly what an IV was. Pro tip, telling a 6-year-old that they're going to take a tube with a needle in it, stick it into your veins so they can put funny substances into your body doesn't calm them down. I actually still have a small scar on my hand from where they first tried to poke me until they realized I needed to be restrained. I was 16 when I first got a shot without crying. I'm not proud of it, I'm embarrassed, but it made me realize that I needed to overcome my fear of needles. Since that point, I told myself donating blood was going to be my top goal. And since that point, I've donated blood twice. The most recent time I went in to donate blood, she was finishing up with the needle, she pulled it out, I was chatting with her and I decided to look over. I saw the needle and I started fainting. They had to flip the chair kind of upside down, throw ice packs on me to keep me from blacking out. And once I'm eligible to donate again, I'm walking right back into Ackerman Union and donating again. So take it from me, needle fear isn't an excuse. It's scary, but you can do it. Next, I want to give you 3 concrete actions you can take. The first is just see if you're eligible to donate. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't. In the United States, you have to be over 100 pounds, you have to be well, you can't have gotten a tattoo in the past year, you have to have a high enough iron count, and you have to have been born in the United States. Just go and see if you're eligible. Second, if needles are your Achilles heel, here are some tips from someone who is still overcoming that fear. First, bring a friend. Especially if that friend can't donate blood, guilt them into coming with you to be your support. Second, when they put the needle in, pinch yourself. It helps to distract your brain so you're not focused on the part of your skin where they're actually putting the needle in. Third, if you're more hardcore like my roommate, you can watch videos of people teaching nurses how to put in needles because it actually makes it more technical and it makes you understand what they're doing from a technical side. The third thing you can do is you can actually go out and donate. If you do donate, make sure you do it safely. About 3 days before, start eating foods that are really high in iron. You can get your iron levels up even if you're vegetarian and even if you're female. I do it. If you can do this, also, the day of, eat a big meal before you go in. I've seen a 20-year-old guy who's about 200 pounds almost pass out because he hadn't eaten that morning. So eat. And drink a lot of water on the day you go. If you can't donate blood, support your friends who can. If you take these actions, you will have saved a life or contributed to the saving of a life. It's possible. You don't have to be a doctor or a superhero to do so. After all, only 3 tablespoons of blood will save a baby's life. In summary, I have given you 2 reasons you should donate blood, 3 concrete actions you can take, and the massive benefits that will happen if you go and do so. There should be no doubt in this room that if you are eligible, you should donate blood. It's really easy. Make an appointment, take an hour of your day to help people. In summary, in the 4 or 5 or so minutes it took me to do this speech, 135 people at least will have needed blood. So if you don't remember anything from my speech, just remember these 3 words. Every 2 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, come around here, and I'll go here, yeah. Okay, 5:22.
Sorry, I thought this was 5 minutes. That's what it said on the syllabus.
Yeah.
Hey Maria,
Now that I said in class, okay, go ahead.
I like your speech. You included some credible supports and also some of your personal stories. And I think your persuasion is very persuasive.
Yeah. Improvement.
Hi, I'm Lee.
Hi, Lee.
I really like your speech. Strong evidence, and you are very relaxed, and your eye contacts. I like your speech.
Okay. Yeah, this was a good speech. I like your beginning. And Red Cross, I guess it's a universal statistic. You don't need a year. I like to have the dates of your sources so we know. So that according to ABC News, you could say in 2016. So we know it's current. You find out if you're eligible, and you told the story of your cousin, which was an excellent personal story, and yes, it was good. Loved your story about needles, and it did something else too, because one of the things that people need to do when they're doing their persuasive speech is to go and talk to people and say, why don't you give blood? And some people will say, I'm afraid of needles. Others will people say, I don't want to get AIDS. You know.
Well, the two reasons were needles, and people just hadn't thought about it if they were eligible.
If they were eligible, yeah. Some people think that they're going to, you know, these drug people they see in the clinics, they think they're going to get something from them. And so you can point out the needles are thrown away and they're not reused, and, you know, point out things like that to make people comfort zone be higher. Loved your story about crying and fainting, and that was excellent. That was very personable and real and authentic. I like that. The concrete actions, yes, you gave it tattoo, iron, so forth. Yeah, that was good. Have a friend come with you. And, you know, eat up before you do it. I like you, just the 3 tablespoons can save a baby's life. Yeah, blood can go a long way to do a lot of different things, so yeah. Summary, conclusion, tieback were all good. You mixed up the word tieback and summary, but it was no big deal. Your kanai share both sides of the room with eye contact. Maintain the power stance like you're not in now. And speak slower and more emphatically. How'd it go?
I think I kept eye contact well. The second one, I actually maintained it through the speech, just not after. And the last one, I realized I was losing a lot of time, which wasn't smart.
Yeah, okay. Well, you did a really good job, and I liked the speech, and thank you. Okay, that will bring us to Grace. What? You did it. Good job, Grace. That will bring us to Ashley. That will bring us to Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thanks. Okay, step forward. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Okay, Emily stands before you. They're talking, managing attention, communicating respect. Undo your hands. I'll be by your side. Okay, finding friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name. Feel the love. Start your speech.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily.
Hi, Emily.
So, please raise your hand if you have ever felt stressed. I feel like most of you all should be raising your hands right now. But I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. According to a study performed by the American Institute of Stress in 2012, 44% of Americans have reported feeling more stressed out than they did 5 years ago. 3 in 4 doctor's visits are for stress-related ailments. 1 in 5 Americans have reported feeling extreme stressness. This includes shaking, heart palpitations, and even depression. Today I want to persuade you all to not let your worries get the best of you. I'm going to share 2 reasons, as well as provide some actions that you can take and some benefits that will follow if you adopt my proposal. The reason I'm sharing this with you all today is because, as shown from the statistics I presented earlier, the The amount of stress Americans have felt in these past few years has drastically increased. This is detrimental to our health. The first reason why I want you all to not let your worries get the best of you is because, as cliche as it sounds, we only have one life to live. And to spend so much of it worrying, it just seems like a huge waste. My support for this is a study performed by gerontologist Carl Pillemer. Pillemer has spent the last few years systematically interviewing hundreds of elderly patients in regards to their life advice. The most commonly received advice, to not worry so much. The reason I feel this way about this issue is because as a college student, I know what it's like to worry. Grades, internships, clubs, post-undergrad life, all of these things are constantly bombarding my thoughts. And I've realized how in 5, 10, maybe 15 years from now, how trivial these things might be. The second reason, the second reason why I want you all to not let your worries get the best of you is because it'll make you feel better. Pretty obvious, right? If you don't worry so much, you'll feel better. My support for this is my own personal experience. When I allowed myself to not let my worries get the best of me, I felt better. I felt as though there was this weight lifted off of my shoulders. Don't get me wrong, I still have my moments where I'm just so caught up in worrying about post-undergrad life. Will I be working after UCLA? Will someone hire me? Will I go to graduate school? Will graduate schools even accept me? Will I have health insurance after UCLA? I don't know, and it's okay that I don't know. Uncertainty is inevitable, and to be worried about the inevitable just seems so silly. When you allow yourself to accept the fact that things don't always go as planned, you give yourself the open-mindedness necessary in overcoming these situations. The reason I feel this way about this issue is because who doesn't want to be happier? Happiness is scientifically proven to boost your immune system and to lengthen your life. Third, I'm going to present some concrete actions that you can take in order to not let your worries get the best of you. The first being to remind yourself that in the end, everything will be okay. This probably sounds ridiculous, especially if you're a logical person who doesn't believe in fairy tales, but if you remind yourself that hard work and just hard work pays off in the end, then you can prepare yourself for hardships and to just overcome them. The second action you can take is to retrace your steps in a problem and to visualize a solution. At least that's what the Heath brothers found out in a research study performed on UCLA students. The third action you can take in order to not let your worries get the best of you is to be more present in your day-to-day life. We get so caught up in our concerns and our worries and our list of things to do that we forget sometimes that there is so much good in this world. The sun is shining, the flowers are blooming, we are surrounded by such supportive people, and we forget this. So when you perform all these actions, you will feel better. In summary, I have shared with you all 2 reasons as to why you should not let your worries get the best of you, as well as some actions you can take and some benefits that will follow if you adopt my proposal. There should be no doubt in this room that you should not let your worries get the best of you. 3 out of 4 doctor's visits are for stress-related ailments. We need to take care of ourselves more so that more of these visits are for preventative measures as opposed to preventable causes. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, 434. Thank you for waiting respectfully at the door. Somewhere in the rear here.
Hello, I'm Jane.
Hi, Jane.
I love your speech, and I think your evidence is convincing, and your story and the questions you ask is, I think, it's common in university. Yeah.
Ruben?
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
I'm learning for speech. And you speak really fluently, and you have eye contact with us. And for improvement, and I forgot improvement.
You were perfect. Emily, I liked your speech. It's a topic that, stress is everywhere and everyone can relate to it. As you've heard me say to others, I like dates on quote. So the American Institute of Stress,
Oh, it was
in
in 2012. I mentioned that.
we're not telepathic. See, we
Oh, I mentioned that when I was
just
speaking.
say it with in 2012. You know, with stress it with your
Okay.
voice, and same with everyone. Stress the dates when you say them, so they really stand out as you speak them. Same with the gerontologist Kara Pillemer. Yeah, what year was she? That sort of thing, you know. This was a good speech. Your sixth statement was good. You related it to the audience in the final sentence. I liked the interview with hundreds of older Americans. That was persuasive evidence, argument from authority. I liked your personal, it was authentic, that you talked about everything you worried about, and that was good. On your second reason, I think that was even better when you went through the litany of, am I going to have health insurance and graduate school, will they accept me, and all the things that people worry about. Again, it was a self-example. The concrete actions could have been a little more succinct. They were a little wordy, so that you got down to, first step is not letting your words get the best of you, to remind yourself that, you know, everything will be okay. Maybe there was a more concise way to say that, okay? Visualizing a solution to the problems you've had was a good one. The third one was okay. Summary, conclusion, and tie back were all good. You said vary your delivery, have more eye contact, and don't be nervous. How'd it go?
I'm not as nervous.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I
So
tried harder
that's a big step forward.
for eye contact. I tried a lot harder to make
Good.
it.
And what about the vocal variety and speed and talking?
I think that happened too, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay. When you watch yourself tonight on YouTube, see if you can't, you know, work on even more of stressing keywords. The way I just described the date and the narrative of benefits that will come to you and things like that. So work on stressing, you know, key parts of the narrative so audiences will really know where you are. Good job. Thank you. Okay, that will bring us to where am I? Dorota. You called it.
I know I'm wearing white. It was
Passive aggressive behavior. Okay. You could borrow a Carolyn's sweater. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you cold?
Did she borrow your sweater?
I don't.
Your jacket.
It's what's
I
attached.
would say yes, but it's not really like
It's like attached to her.
I mean, I'm good at your
Short sleeves. Very short sleeves.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I would say yes. But okay.
Oh yeah, it's a short jacket. It's like
The shirt is
my
short.
I mean, hopefully I'm tan enough. I'm not.
You'll see tonight.
Yeah.
Look.
Wait, sorry.
yeah, you want my.
What a man. Roll up your sleeves. It's a zoot suit. The zoot suit riots. Okay, good. Okay, Dorota stands before you, managing attention.
I forgot about my speech now.
Communicating, respecting.
Hi everybody, I'm Dorota.
Hi, Dorota.
Oh my gosh, I literally forgot what I was gonna say. Okay.
What could Adriana?
Adriana Lima, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Sylvester Stallone, and Gigi Hadid, and me. What do all of us have in common? No, it's not that we're all really, really good looking. Just kidding right now. But it's that we all box. So today I'm going to persuade you guys why you all should take on boxing and offer you actions and benefits to take on boxing. So how would you guys like to burn 800 calories in an hour and at the same time receive the best psychotherapy you could have possibly ever received? Does it sound like a hoax? It might sound like a hoax, but I stand here before you as evidence that it's not a hoax. That you can burn 800 calories in an hour and receive the best mental therapy ever. So the first reason that I want you guys all to take on boxing is because it's the best, I think it's the best exercise that you guys can do to stay in shape or to get in shape. Now I've tried a ton of exercises, like from Pilates to yoga to running to spinning to everything, and nothing has given me as much muscle tone and like help with I guess just to stay in shape as boxing has. And studies have shown, like if you Google, how many calories does boxing burn in an hour, and my Apple Watch can tell you guys this, it does burn over 800 from 700 to 800 calories in an hour. Now, I feel very strongly about this because I feel like if you guys take on boxing, it will be very, very beneficial to your cardiovascular health. The second reason I think you guys should take on boxing is because it's very beneficial to not only your cardiovascular health, but your mental health as well. And my support for this is there is an article published by Moses Chul in 2015 in Psychology Today called The Mental Health Benefits of Boxing. And he talks about how boxing is a not natural, because you're punching bags, but a wonderful stress reliever. It gets rid of anger, and then it helps you with your self-image. And I couldn't agree more. I've never left a boxing class unhappy. Like the serotonin and endorphins are like running up the wazoo, and then I get to get all my anger out on the bags, and it's just amazing. And I feel very passionate about this because I feel like if everybody took a boxing class or did boxing, then we would have a lot less sociopaths in the world and a lot less angry people. So third, I'm going to share with you actions that you guys can take to take on boxing or just start boxing. Well, first, go find the nearest boxing gym to you. Second, sign up for a boxing class. First one's always free. And third, actually attend the boxing class. And I promise you, once you attend this boxing class, your life will never be the same and it will be changed for the better. In summary, I have given you 2 reasons and offered you actions and benefits, showing you actions and offered you benefits that will follow if you guys take on boxing. There should be no doubt in this room that boxing will change your life for the better. And so if you guys want a figure like a Victoria's Secret angel or abs of steel like a featherweight champion, undefeated featherweight champion, then I suggest you take on boxing.
Thank you. Okay. We're somewhere in the rear, back here. What'd you like?
Hi everyone, I'm Vicky.
Hi, Zicky.
I'm so excited. I really like the speech. You did a really good job on citing the statistics. I remember you cited an article from 2015. So you really did some research.
Thank you.
The stats are very credible. So.
Yeah, she cited the date and did it loudly with her voice so we remembered it.
And
So
confidently.
Improvement.
Hi,
Your name is Joyce? Great. Hi, Greg.
I really like the speech you give both basic and personal stories to support your persuasive point, and you made it quite clear. For improvement, I think still the same question works most with you did. Yeah, when you pay attention to it, you did, but sometimes you still don't notice.
Slide.
Yeah, and walk and talk. You walk and you're silent. So walk and talk. Well, you started with some big names, including yourself, which was cute. And then you surprised us by saying that you're a boxer. So that was a good surprise, and out of the sticky text, it was unexpected. Because if I saw you walking down the street, I wouldn't say, boxer. So that was good. On your thesis preview, you skipped the 2 reasons, but you did offer actions and benefits. So make sure you get the whole 9 yards in there. Your SIG statement was in form of questions, which were good questions because your audience does want to burn a lot of calories, I'm assuming. So that was good. On your getting into shape, you used your personal examples of trying other things. And then, interestingly enough, you said studies show that boxing burns all this stuff. It would have been interesting to know what studies, where, and who said this, and who concluded this, and how that was done. Because this is the old Dodd, scientific studies show. You know, that's when the bullshit detector should go off, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. Your second point on psychotherapy, I think, was good. Your Psych Today in 2015 was excellent, and I believe it, and I think that is correct. I get a similar catharsis from pounding on the piano when I'm very stressed, but I can see how boxing would do it too, yeah. And your passion you offered after that was good. Your actions were good. Your benefits, you could have said more with your voice. And benefits, when you perform these actions, great benefits will come to you. Your canais, don't get nervous. So I covered the speech and used the full time. Talk slower and make more eye contact. How'd it go? You can come in.
I think most of them went well, because I did use the full, more, I was closer to 4 minutes than 3. But I should have also included the walking part again, because that improved last time, but this time it's back to square one.
The one question that I have that was unstated and unanswered was just my worry about, this is all in the news now about football players getting these head injuries from blows to the head. And so, do you get hit in the head?
No, it just mitts and bags. It's not sparring.
And okay. So you don't get hit in the head.
I do like the girl boxing.
Oh.
Like not with that.
Oh, you don't get hit in the head.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Nobody hits me either. I just hit mitts, like with the trainer, or a bag. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it's like the clean one, the clean version.
The clean version. Okay, Dorota, thank you.
And you have one in Santa Monica.
Okay, that will bring us to Nikki. For those of you that have come in late, there's cookies that Caroline provided, and so help yourself. And Secondly, if you haven't turned in your study buddy speech or your final exam, there are piles over here, so please do that. Thank you.
Sorry, Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel.
Final.
Oh.
Final.
This is both two parts. Oh, so that
This is for
persuasion.
persuasion.
For persuasion. Okay, I'll find it and put it together.
Okay.
Help yourself. Don't be shy. Take two. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Okay. How do you pronounce your last name?
Saheb Kalam, but I just go by Saheb.
What?
Saheb Kalam is how you pronounce it, but
Sapalam.
you could just go say Saheb. I usually just tell everyone Saheb because it's a lot easier.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay, you ready to start the clock? Okay, stands before you, managing attention, communicating respect, finding friendly eyes, never threat the center, your name to love. So to speak.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Shams Tabrizi, a Persian author and spiritual leader, once said, "Wherever you go, north, east, south, or west, think of it as a journey into yourself. The one who travels into itself travels the world." Now I want you all to close your eyes really quickly and imagine yourself anywhere in the world that you want to be. Are you envisioning yourself on a private island drinking pina coladas? Or are you in Yosemite for the first time following your dream of climbing Half Dome? Now you can open your eyes. Today, I want to persuade you all to travel alone. I will give you 2 reasons as well as actions and benefits that you will get if you follow my proposal. Now, I know we're all graduating college soon, or I've already graduated college, and before we start this crazy journey into life, we hit a lot of roadblocks on not knowing what to do. And so I think before we all start to enter the real world, the best thing that we could do is to travel the world alone and go through different experiences and learn a lot about ourselves. So the first reason I think we should all travel alone is because it'll be a big time of self-discovery. This past summer, I was in Fiji for a month, getting my certification on becoming a registered yoga teacher. And at first, it was really scary because it was the longest I've been away from my family and friends. Before I got there, I didn't know anybody in the program, and it was kind of scary because I felt just in this new, out of my comfort zone. But there were times that I definitely felt really alone and just homesick, but I used that time to learn a lot about myself and have some me time. I learned that I'm a lot stronger than I thought, and when I came back home from Fiji, I became a much more independent woman.
Good.
And the second reason that I think you should all travel alone is because it will change your perspective on life. When I was in Fiji, I became really close to a lot of the locals that live there. A lot of the people in Fiji, they live in a lot of poverty, and and recently in April, they were hit with a really strong cyclone that wiped out all their homes in the villages. When I talked to the people and asked them about the cyclone, they said that although they lost everything, it didn't matter to them because everything that was important and of value was kept close to their hearts. This statement really stuck with me, and it opened my eyes because it made me realize how other people in this world live, and it also made me really grateful for all the people and things that I have. And so I also want to give 3 actions that you can take into traveling alone. The first thing is to start saving up. I know for me, and for all of you, traveling can be really expensive. I learned that although I would really want that really cute shirt from Urban Outfitters, that can wait, and if I start saving up now, and if you guys start saving up, then you can travel the world. Second, do some research. Ask your friends about places that they have been, look online, read some travel books. Doing some research can not only make you really excited about what the future has yet to come, but it can also help you plan the perfect trip. And third, I think that you should plan a schedule And so if you pick a specific time that you want to travel the world, then you're much more likely to actually do it instead of say you want to do something and not actually follow through with your plan. And fourth, if you take these steps, you'll be 3 steps closer into traveling the world, and you'll learn a lot about yourself and change your perspective on life. In summary, I've given you 2 reasons and as well as some actions and benefits as to why you should travel the world. There should be no doubt in this room that everyone should travel the world alone at least some point in their life. And so as Shams Tabrizi once said, wherever you go, north, east, south, or west, think of it as a journey into yourself. The one who travels into itself travels the world. And think of that place that you envision with your eyes closed. Take that step and travel the world alone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for waiting respectfully at the door. 421. Okay, we're in the back here. Thank you for alphabetizing them. Has everyone turned in everything? Sorry.